It's your vibe. Be your best. Seniors Matter by Catherine Oliver.
So I'm watching the Winter Olympics on TV and suddenly I'm there. The ground drops away on the siren, knees shattering, skis chattering, arms and shoulders lean fast forward. Fixed face slices the steely breeze and down, swooping down in glistening white, dazzling diamond arcs, and then it's flying, silence and stretch, then down again and on, once more clattering so close to the knife edge of control. My adrenaline runs high, even watching safely on my couch, so removed in time and distance and function. The memory and adrenaline lifted from my past, from my intervarsity skiing days with Melbourne University. Times long gone, yet still a part of me. I'm thrilled again, but left to ponder how and when such courage left me. And yet I extend this pondering to you and invite you to ask, what have you simply stopped doing as the decades progress? For example, when did you stop running or playing hopscotch and rounders in the quad? Remember them? That was me every lunchtime right up to year 12, when playing blackjack and eating smoked oysters on crackers denoted our infinite advancement and sophistication. How did it happen? Has the humdrum of middle age, children, mortgages, of school fees, breakups and despondencies of our own and our adult children wearied us so much that as older citizens we have lost raw courage to try new things, are so nerve-weary that the essence we dared in youth is now lost to us? Or is it still lurking, not really wanting to retire bodily as we have, but seeming to lack a vehicle? For what is retirement? Taking things slowly in your own time, no boss telling you what to do? Sounds heaven-sent to those 9-to-5ers. But it's also a time to confront one's mortality, for real this time. At just 70, I'm younger by 10 to 20 years than the average resident here, but because my mother died at 70, that whisper has already started. I was honoured to attend the funeral of a dear and wonderfully wise man recently. Frank lived impeccably, yet humbly and with good humour. His legacy shines brightly for all to follow. Above all, he dared to love deeply and generously. To do so, Frank made a choice of courage as a way of life. He chose to stay open to life's possibilities, not close them down. He never said, "Oh, that wouldn't interest me." Frank embraced learning the new, especially about technology and media, to not know it all and to share what he did know, especially with his children and grandchildren. He showed great courage in accepting his own lot as he grew frailer. Frank was a great encourager and promoter of others. Why, just 2 weeks before he passed, out of the blue, he emailed me about this little column. Indeed, who'd have thought? It seemed nothing was off his radar because he cared so much for all life has to offer and all the people he knew in it. And at each encounter with life, he used courage to deliberately choose the good and eschew the bad. Thank you, Frank, for your example. If, like him, I'll be remembered as being a good person, then the battle I almost daily fight will have been worthwhile. For as we age, outsiders might see us as more and more settled and comfortable in our lives, but also our values, when in fact that may be far from the truth. Without actively practicing courage, over 55s may have no greater claim to virtue than 20s or 30s do, albeit I acknowledge there are many amazing 20 to 30-year-olds. But we have had more experiences, for better or worse, but mostly we're a little weary and have simply stopped trying as one day falls into the next. We assume our character is set, but that's not totally so. So as you gasp at the daring of the Olympic skiers, think too on their resolve not only to run the course, but to win. The 2026 Italian Olympic motto is, "It's your vibe," and asks that people reflect on their energy, their passion, and also their connection to each other. Where are you headed now that you're over 55? Has your get up and go got up and left? Will you simply let the clock run down your remaining time, or strive with courage to be the best you can be?
About Catherine. Catherine Oliver is young at heart and embracing life in retirement living. Each month, she shares her insights, experiences, and wisdom. This story was read by Rebecca Rose and Catherine Oliver.